course you can't afford to be out of order. Not a large father, what a goddamn leader cola. Meeting over the bleeding ulcer, I leave a rover weeping when I dangle him completely by the leader hosing. Bad omen, the moment is nigh golden. You show up at my house and rap on your own vocals. You're joking, if not over the top, beyond hopeless. Maybe you got dope sick, cause homie, that's not dope shit. You're mediocre, malignant, massaging egos in the hopes that it might lead you to be it a god, please. We mean to enhance people if Abel and Cain clash. Homie, I must teach you, we ain't in the same class. Ain't equal the same mass. I know we made lax and you're packing the same tracks. You bought from the same rap, man. I'd rather not even rap than be a copy of a copycat who pours at the craft.
You ain't never shed blood, let alone a single tear for this. The calling came, where were you? We were here for it. The curtain's closing, the gate's open. This is when what you love becomes a bad omen. You barely work, let alone never sweat for this. The calling came, where were you? We were there for it. The gate's open, the curtain's closing. This is where what you love becomes a bad omen.
First of all, this whole game got me pissed. There was rites of passages that these rappers probably skipped. Let them drown deep down, mix cement in their kicks, so let them get impaled by a fallen obelisk. There's too many shitty rappers that I feel I must annihilate. Am I too late? I feel like I've been frozen in a cryo state. You rappers get contractions cause you let your pussy dilate. I take down the contraption that you rovers tried to renovate. I see you haters hella fake, quit rapping for heaven's sake. I'ma line you up like a cokehead with a dinner plate. I've been an ape, King Kong coming out the winter state. But my flow is so fire, it make you disintegrate. How much can I take before I'm taken over by psychosis? All my rhyming multiplying kinda like mitosis. Split the crowd like Moses, cause half of y'all are just hopeless. Even after focus, it's so crazy that you pretend you don't know.
You ain't never shed blood, let alone a single tear for this. The calling came, where were you? We were here for it. The curtain's closing, the gate's open. This is when what you love becomes a bad omen. You barely work, let alone never sweat for this. The calling came, where were you? We were there for it. The gate's open, the curtain's closing. This is where what you love becomes a bad omen.
I planted the seed and nurtured the growth, while understanding that you need to put in work for your host. You can't just wish and make it real and think you earned to be ghost, with never paying any dues or ever learning these ropes. It's certainly bold when motherfuckers get in their hands that they the best who ever did it, when it's skittish at best. Unworthy and no, in most cases didn't impress a single soul that hit the show, cause they just mimic the trend. A miniature blend of what they think is poppin' in art, but what they didn't make the art, they just wanted to sparkle. Live and pretend, but quick to admit it, anything's hard for 'em. If they can't do the work, then it's just not in the cards for 'em. Call it the bad omen, daydreamers lack focus. No hidden messages of pessimism's backspoken. They wanna act open, hope the doors will blast open. Thinking it's a mag opus, really it's the last show.
You ain't never shed blood, let alone a single tear for this. The calling came, where were you? We were here for it. The curtain's closing, the gate's open. This is when what you love becomes a bad omen. You barely work, let alone never sweat for this. The calling came, where were you? We were there for it. The gate's open, the curtain's closing. This is where what you love becomes a bad omen. You barely work, let alone never sweat for this. The calling came, where were you? We were there for it. The gate's open, the curtain's closing. This is where what you love becomes a bad omen.
What's good, bro?
Oh, fuck, bro.
Bro.
Fuck that, ugh.
Bro.
Oh, fuck, bro. We are back with the Fuck Bro podcast. I'm Pesto. I got Space Case, Nate Nasty, MC Envy, and I be bumping today. We got a full house. We're going to be starting it off as usual with some playlist reviews here. We've got 5 songs to consider here for the playlist, boys. And so we're not gonna cut any teeth trying to get into it. This first one we got was sent to us from the man Pizzo. You might know him from the Grind Mode family. This is called Why You Mad, featuring Coast LaCastro and High Q.
What you looking at, Kimasabi? You want to punch me right now, but you won't. You guys both look like you might want to hit me in the face.
I'm here to let you know your music sucks as much as possible. I used to have patience, now they laying in the hospital. You keep on pushing buttons in the hopes of when I'll follow you and claim you're nuts. Well, I agree, your mother should have swallowed you. You are not an obstacle and sweeter than a popsicle. I'm here to bring the dread in your head like a roster do. Fucking bring your roster through, I'll lead them all like Abagoo. There's a blanket statement, it just covers a whole lot of you. Now I'm going ape shit. Monkey see, monkey do. You druggies couldn't fend it all and force me to make junkies stew. Put the fucking mic down, this rap shit is what we do. When you think the odds are of being dumb and lucky too, take my name out your mouth, replace it with your money, dude. So I can pretty much just take it all, and that's the ugly truth. You getting too emotional. Take a seat and stand down. There really ain't a reason to be mad. That's why you mad now. Why you mad, bro? Shit, why you mad now? You always mad, big mad. Just a sad clown on the internet talking mad shit and mad loud. Here's a real reason to be mad. I'm the man now. Why you mad, bro? Shit, why you mad now? You always mad, big mad. Just a sad clown on the internet talking mad shit and mad loud. Here's a real reason to be mad. I'm the man now.
Why don't you punch me in the face? Punch me in the fucking face!
Imagine thinking you as hard as nails, then getting hammered and bent, chucked in a garbage pail. It's hard to fail when you nice like this, but I make it look easy like a nightlife chick. It's getting dark, little buddy, get a nightlight quick. You can plug up all them hoes like a light bright bitch. I'm alright like this, I don't need another fake friend. I make ends and fucking put babies in a playpen. I'll make 10 in case a few of them is goofy. If I need a couple bucks, I just shoot another movie. Your bitch droopy, boobies looking like some fried eggs. And she a groupie, she just gave a couple guys head. I'm them, ain't a rapper ever this nice. I've been around a long time, it doesn't matter which life. So get right before I get right over. Say your prayers cause you're heading for the next life, soldier. Why you mad, bro? Shit, why you mad now? You always mad, big mad. Just a sad clown on the internet talking mad shit and mad loud. Here's a real reason to be mad. I'm the man now. Why you mad, bro? Shit, why you mad now? You always mad, big mad. Just a sad clown on the internet talking mad shit and mad loud. Here's a real reason to be mad. I'm the man now.
What's up with you, man? You want to punch me right now?
Why you mad, bro? Shit, why you mad now? You always mad, big mad. Just a sad clown on the internet talking mad shit and mad loud. Here's a real reason to be mad. I'm the man now. Why you mad, bro? Shit, why you mad now? You always mad, big mad. Just a sad clown on the internet talking mad shit and mad loud. Here's a real reason to be mad. I'm the man now.
Why don't you do it? Why don't you punch me in the face? Punch me in the fucking face!
Yo, that was Why You Mad from the homie Pizzo featuring Coast LaCastro and High Q. I believe High Q produced the beat in that case, and Pizzo went first and did the hook, and then we had Coast LaCastro on the second verse. We'll let the homie Space Case start us off with the feedback.
It was dope, man. Like all around, it was dope. It sounded like there was a third verse missing or something though. Like the way the beat played out and then came back in the hook. That was just kind of odd. I mean, it's a tight beat. Actually, it's a real tight fucking beat. So it didn't bother me any. Just kind of strange. But yeah, it was a tight track. I wasn't the first verse I was really fucking feeling. The second verse, I don't know if I missed some punchlines or what, but it didn't blow me away like the first one did. But it was dope, man. It sounded like a fucking solid track all around. So I'm gonna say yes.
That's a yes for the playlist from Space Case.
Yeah.
1 of 1. All right, that's one Scott. Let's get 100% of the Scots knocked out here. Envy.
That was a dope beat. Both rappers did their thing, they killed it, but I feel like either there should be a third person or they need to edit the song to take that part out. Like have an outro or something, but not a whole fucking verse of people sitting there for the beat. So like putting it on a playlist, then I just have to end up skipping it like halfway through the song. It's like, no, I just end the song.
You ain't a rapper? That's a freestyle verse, son.
Yeah, but yeah, maybe that's intended to have the listener freestyle.
Yeah, I was gonna say that,
like
bro.
Yeah, shit.
I'll say yes, contingent that they like fix that, because everything else was dope.
All right, nasty.
So as the track sits right now, you would say no.
Yeah, because I feel like that part needs to be fixed.
Gotcha.
I feel not a completed track. You know what I mean?
All right. So that's actually a no then.
Yeah.
All right.
So one of
I
said that's what you said.
Well,
reverse.
Me and Nate. Nate, you want to go first?
Yep. I love both of these MCs. I feel like the upload may have just been because there's definitely a third verse on there because they did the effort to put the hooks in place. So I'm thinking that maybe just the wrong version got uploaded. But if you haven't heard Pizzo, Coast, and Haikyuu, these motherfuckers are animals. Shout outs to Dead Rabbits. Well, yeah. Either way. I like the track. The third verse did throw me off a bit, but I can listen to Haikyuu beats all day, so I'm a little biased. It's a yes for me. And if this was intended to be an open verse challenge, I'm fucking doing it. I call it about.
Yeah.
All right, I'll keep it short and sweet. Salute to Haikyuu, Coast, and Pizzo. They're fucking dope as hell. I like it, and I could see the appeal for it being like a performing song. Definitely, it'd be a good song to perform, especially like if you got a crowd, you know. Fuck, it's been so long since we had the crowd doing it, participating. But it's a yeah for me.
Nope. All right. Yeah, man. Pizzo, I appreciate you sending this joint in, man, and I hope we get more joints from you. I thought this shit was dope as hell. I thought, like they said, the beat was nasty. Both of y'all killed it. I'm not as familiar with Pizzo. I haven't heard a lot of his stuff. I think I've seen Cypherverse maybe, and I've heard like maybe one or two things on the grind while we were waiting to listen to tracks get reviewed. And I've always thought, you know, very similar to how it was with LG. I always thought they were dope, but I wasn't given my full attention at the time. This, I'm very glad that, you know, we had this one on here because, yeah, dude, that shit was dope as hell. I thought the flows were both dope on the beat. I think both of you guys have a really good complementary punchline style. I give you the win on this one if we were going on a head-to-head because I think, like, you had some fucking crazy lines. The Gabagool line was awesome. And Haikyuu, that was dope. And as far as that third verse thing, man, I don't care if it's an open verse for people to freestyle over. I don't care if it's the wrong upload. I think the track's dope enough that doesn't bother me at all. I've seen both done before. I am curious though, so if you could give us some background as to why that kind of third verse is open there, and it cuts into the hook, we would love to know.
He wants I be bumping on it. Nah.
I did
nasty.
I did message him about it.
So
Twoface in there. See you making
we might come back to that.
So that being said, I would also give it a yes. So that's definitely going on the playlist because that track is dope.
It is
a good way to start the show, man. Shit.
Hell yeah, he started us off with a firecracker. Let's move to the next one. That was actually more like a fucking one of those illegal M80s that you have to get in.
So I'm thinking, what if they added that third verse on for people to rap about why they're mad now and how they're the man now.
Could be
about how they're the man now. Yeah.
Do you yeah. Let me. Okay, yeah, cool. I just wanted to make sure that my fucking shit didn't make me have to do different stuff. All right, so D3F. This one, this is Death. This comes to us from Venom. We met Venom out in Salt Lake City. He's actually on a cipher with Space Case. So yeah, let's get into this one.
Hell yeah.
Women lie, what can I do? Witches pride, wicked vibes, blame it on the moon. Men lie, women lie, what can I do? Witches pride, wicked vibes, blame it on the moon.
Men lie, women lie, what can I do? Witches pride, wicked vibes, blame it on the moon. Men lie, women lie, what can I do? Witches pride, wicked vibes, blame it on the moon. Men lie, women lie, what can I do? Witches pride, wicked vibes, blame it on the moon. Men lie, women lie, what can I do? Witches pride, wicked vibes. Are you okay? Yeah, of course, that's what I say to you. For when I misbehave, must have been the retrograde. But hey, I put the shame in the rearview. Vision's panoramic, all the good vibes are see-through. Hold the mic colder than the igloo. KO, wake up, hit you where it's meant to. You can call it heart, hold these like the two fists that did in Noah's Ark. Just a pair of knuckleheads, tear your art apart. Still kicking 96 Air Maxes like old farts. On this voyage, watch me spark intellect in the dark. Caveman rolling on big wheels before the push starts. Y'all Simpsons back when I popped them green barts. Oh, a poem so tart. Robert Frost said it was smart. You're naive, dude really kicked it from the heart. Didn't even have to grieve. This is where the sidewalk ends and where the ends meet. Men lie, women lie, what can I do? Witches pride, wicked vibes, blame it on the moon. Men lie, women lie, what can I do? Witches pride, wicked vibes, blame it on the moon. Men lie, women lie, what can I do? Witches pride, wicked vibes, blame it on the moon. Men lie, women lie, what can I do? Witches pride, wicked vibes. She said love is just a word and I agreed. Should have watched the warning signs, but we don't see what we want to see. Started smoking mad weed again, chased it down with spirits. Shall I proceed? Guess I was just selfish and selfless at the same time. Who knows, you put a spell on me. Cause men lie, women lie, what can I do? Witches pride, wicked vibes, blame it on the moon. Men lie, women lie, what can I do? Witches pride, wicked vibes, blame it on the moon. Alright, that was Death by Venom. This time we're gonna have Bumpin' start us off.
Alright. I liked it. It had a good vibe. I got lost just a couple of times. I think it was pretty dope. Not trying to say this in any offensive way, because I like doing it. I like doing it like this, but it kind of sounded like you had like that lazy flow going, and where you're just. It kind of sounds like you're just just nonchalantly saying it, and it's like I feel like that's a style that I vibe with, and yeah, I liked it. I liked the chorus and everything, the beat, fucking, I liked it.
So that's a yes?
Oh yeah, I'll see you. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm starting us off with a yes. Nasty.
I like the beat. I like the hook. The lyrics, I feel like there could have been more effort into like hitting the timing. Um, and I I don't mean disrespect when I say this, but I think you should have came with it, and I don't think you did. I don't know what it is, but it wasn't there. So that's a no for me.
All right.
I do
Split the
want to hear more from you though.
geniuses. Split the geniuses down the middle like a pea hole.
That's because it's like my style. But go ahead, Space.
No, we'll go to Envy next.
The hook was really repetitive and redundant and hurt my ears. And he had, I don't know if like he has big teeth or a lot of reverb. I think that, but it turned all of his S's into really big hisses. And that's like, I mean, partly on the production side, but either way, also hurts my fucking ears. So it's a no.
All right, the other half of Chunk Service Space Case.
God damn, you mean.
Man, okay, so first off, shout out to the engineer and shout out to the producer, because man, I thought that there was some clever engineering there in that track. The beat was pretty slick too, and there were like some clever spots in there, like fucking EQ swoops and all that shit. Like, it was a well put together track, but I don't think Venom delivered like he.
Real quick, my bad. Hold up. I forgot to say the samples were fucking hilarious. I love those samples.
From
The
the
samples?
first song. We're on a different song.
Oh,
You're like way late on that one, bro.
it just came to mind though. I love those.
Fuck, bro.
Fuck, bro. Fuck, bro. Take another rip.
My bad, man.
But yeah, I don't know, man. Venom, I don't know. I think it sounded kind of sloppy. You know what I'm saying? Like his delivery didn't seem like it was where it was supposed to be. It got off beat, and I don't know. Like when it first started, like it sounded dope, but then it was like, so I don't know if he like had the first few bars memorized, but it seemed like it gradually got more offbeat and more offbeat, and especially in I believe it was the second verse where the beat just cut out completely. It was like there was like no rhythm in his fucking delivery. So, yeah, I'm gonna give it a no. I think if like the delivery was on point and if he had a little more in his voice, a little harder delivery maybe, I would change my mind. But I would say no.
All right. So I think I agree with Space as far as like the production engineering. That was something that I definitely was going to mention. I think there was like some clever fade outs with the vocals too, and effects that he put on those that definitely enhanced things. As far as like the tonality of it, that doesn't really necessarily bother me. I can appreciate that as a style. It does work for me when it's done well and executed well, like the kind of like how Bump said, that lazier kind of delivery. That's cool with me. Even like some rappers like Ghostface and Bronson and them, they do that where they almost sound like they're off beat, and sometimes they are, but it's kind of a poetic writing. I can appreciate it from a technical point, but I think Space was right. I think that there was parts that I thought like, okay, this is kind of dope. It has, it's on beat. It sounds like you're following some kind of a cadence to it. And then there's other parts where it fell apart a little bit. So I think like for me, I've definitely recorded a lot of fucking tracks, and I've recorded a lot of songs that like were kind of difficult for me to record and had to continue to go back and re-record and re-record and re-record. I think this is one of those tracks that definitely would have benefited from more time in the oven from the MC side of things. Um, I think everything can always be improved from a writing standpoint if you go back, but I think this was, solid. I think you had some good meaning in there and stuff like that, but I think, yeah, just on the delivery side of things, I think it did miss a little bit, and I think just more time in the studio would definitely bring something like this up quite a few notches. So I would also give it a no, but like Nate said, I'd love to get more tracks from you to kind of go through, because I think that there's a lot to like about it, and it just a few things here and there, a few tweaks. I think you got a really, really solid track here. So it's not it's not horrible. I think there's just a few things that could be done to make it quite a bit better. All right, we'll move on to the next one. I think this next one.
All right, so that was dope.
Yeah. I think this next one.
I already went.
I love those samples.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just keep doing it this way, where I'll go back and forth in opposite directions. So next one I'll let Space go first, and then Envy and Nate and Bump, and I'll just always go last. That's fine with me.
That's bullshit.
Are you
switchboarding?
Are you switchboarding? It's just easier to have an order that's figured out. Yes. You are too. Okay.
I want to go last. I actually want to go first sometimes. Sometimes I want to go in the middle.
Well, fucking sometimes I wish I could fucking fly. Sometimes I wish I could make other human beings shit with just my thoughts. But we can't have sometimes. Sometimes you just gotta deal with what you got.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta deal with the cards you get dealt.
Sometimes isn't really sometime.
And sometimes the guy that's running the switchboard pulls up the third song for us to play.
And sometimes he doesn't.
Yeah. We've already seen that sometimes.
Sometimes we gotta talk about this.
Let's stream the Greasy Strangler.
I actually had it. Bro,
okay, so this is interesting.
Like queued, like it was up, but it was giving me the load screen as the fucking upload thing was closing. You know.
This is actually a track we got last week.
Catching a lot of sass today.
A different, yeah. I'm being a sassy fuck. I couldn't think of a way to make sassy sound not bitch made, so I didn't recover.
Everybody gets sassy.
Yeah. No, I don't. I was just trying. I was trying to save it, and I just realized it's not something I can do on the fly, at least. All right, this next one we got is "Would You Help Me?" This is a different version of the 7.5-minute song that we got last week, so I can already see Scotty touching his eyes. He's hurting, but yeah, let's check it out.
I've done a lot of bad shit, so call me Nickelback. And I used to kill a motherfucker for a nickel bag. And I used to thrill a motherfucker, what you looking at? And I used to be a motherfucker, what you getting at? Yo, I'm Brody, I'm constantly lying. Shut up, bitch, don't want to hear your ass crying. I might be an asshole, there's just no denying. I'm constantly sideways, I'm living it my way. No matter the mind plays, deliver the rhymes. Here we go, when I come with the quickness and I deliver the sickness. And I'm so dark and so gifted that I get severed and twisted. Oh no, bro, I am quite livid, and then I stand and deliver. And Lord knows I am a sinner. Would you help me? Would you help me? Would you help me? Would you help me? I swear to God. Would you help me? Would you help me? Would you help me? I swear to God. Would you help me?
I really don't think you can, but maybe you could try. But if you piss me off, I snap and then you'll fucking die. Quit looking at me, I will stab you in your beady eyes. Stop sneak dissing next time at me in your evil eyes. You help me because lately I ain't feeling like myself. I wanna take a fucking blade to your face and remove your scalp. Send a cup of human blood, big shout out the boys from Nelk. I'll take a torch to your face and watch the fucking skin melt. I don't really want no friends, I'd rather kick it by myself. I'm in the shadows lurking with a butcher knife, I move with stealth. When I get my hands on you, you'll be the one pleading for help. Cut your throat out, put it in a jar and keep it on my shelf. Nobody was there when I was needing assistance, so I snapped and fucking lost it. Now I'm leading the resistance. I'm knowing nobody can save me, I'm through being optimistic. Cause you had a chance to help me, now it's gone, you fucking missed it.
Would you help me? Would you help me? Would you help me? I swear to God. Would you help me? Would you help me? Would you help me? Would you help me? You can't fuck with a wicked mind. I need medicine, I'm sick with rhymes. I spit this shit to the big demise. Kill every motherfucker till the shit don't shine. I switch on the bitch, I'm borderline and clench my fist and draw the line. You cross the line, your soul is mine. Don't fuck around, I'll break your spine. Go bipolar on a troller, leave you eyes deep in a coma. I'm a soldier till it's over. Get that fucking dough like Homer. I go darker than a demon. Fuck you up without a reason. I will find you, I will kill you like Taken with Liam Neeson. Call the shots and made the orders. I go hard like rigor mortis. Turn the forces into corpses. My ego just grows enormous. So it's best you staying cautious. I'm too sick, I'll leave you nauseous. My flow on bars are flawless. Kill the verse before the chorus. I'm about to reach the limits. I can do this by myself. I just gone and fucking proven it. So I don't need your help, bitch. Would you help me? Would you help me? Would you help me? I swear to God. Would you help me? Would you help me? Would you help me? Would you help me?
Yo, you can't lie, bro. That's just badass. That's just dope. The video and everything. Alright, go ahead.
Resolution on that video. Oh yeah, dude, we can't be 1080p in this shit. That's why we had those stutters. Alright, so this was Would You Help Me? This had a video to it. This was from Brody Dudester featuring Playboy the Beast and Jada UK. So we'll let Space Case start us off on this one.
So, I don't know. It's cool seeing the story of Ricky or the legend of Ricky. You know, the fucking the video, the visuals. I don't know. Once again, though, man, like the first guy, like, is one that I wasn't really feeling. The rest of the verses, though, it's like I don't know if they just I don't know what they decided to do, why they picked these verses, but I think it was a good selection. Because to me, like, the other MCs that were on this track were some of the stronger ones. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the beat, like, I think the beat is pretty slick, and it's cool, you know, hearing it at a fucking shorter duration. That's for sure. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. It's just not a track that I'm really feeling. You know what I'm saying? Who's the first guy?
Brody Dudester.
Brody Dudester. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really feel him on this track. And that's, you know, I think that's just a personal preference, a taste, a fucking flavor palette, whatever the fuck it is. But it's just not my thing. So even though if this is the remix or whatever, if this is the original, I believe it's a fucking step up, you know, from the other one. Definitely, you know, stepping in the right direction. But man, I'm still gonna vote no. Just because it's just not my cup of tea. You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough.
My cup of tea for all my tea drinking motherfuckers out there.
I mean, this is Brody's track, right?
Yes.
So he picked the strongest verses out of that last cipher, kept them on, and shortened it up. And those were all very good fucking ideas. But that hook, I swear to God part, just it makes me hysterically want to laugh. I swear to God, uh, I'm not sold on that hook. I feel like repeating "Could you help me" could be a lot better. And Brody, like, you say some things that are interesting, but I think you could really polish it up too on your verse. The other guys were really good, and it was a good idea to keep them. Um, but it's still not a track that I would listen to on purpose. So that's a no for me.
All right, well,
Now,
Scouts are in
real
agreement.
quick, is this a new version of that song, or is this an old version and the 7-minute one is a remix, or do we know?
We don't know.
I think he cut down the 7-minute one.
This is
I
called
think he just
alternate
chopped
version
verses up.
video, yeah. So I don't know.
I think the verses that these guys, each rapper had on it, was the same because I definitely know that.
Yeah, it's the
Playboy
same
used the verses
verses.
the same.
It's the same verses
Yeah.
from all of them. I think
It's just shortened.
yeah. So, all right. Well, Night Nasty.
Oh, I didn't want to go in the middle this time. Um, so upon listening to it again with just this, I still think that if you're gonna go with that for the hook, you need to cut it down to 4 because it gets repetitive and it doesn't like drive anything new home after every verse, you know. Like,
But he swears to God.
and I do agree with I swear to God kind of being like not the best ending line, but I do understand why you wrote it that way because you need something to go with. You need something to alternate between. Can you help me?
The next 4.
Yeah. When it's just you three on this, I feel like you, Brody. I'm sorry. I don't know you personally, and I don't mean I couldn't mean anything mean because I don't know you. But I feel like you didn't like you fall short on this one, like skill wise. And yeah, I want to hear more. I want to hear more because whenever I'm not like feeling something, I want to make sure that it's not just that song. So this is a no for me. Um, yeah.
I be
Fuck
wolfing.
bro.
Fuck bro.
Well, Playboy the Beast is dope as hell, and I like hearing him slow it down. I like hearing him chop too because he's really good at it. But like when you hear a Playboy the Beast verse where he's like not chopping too fast, where you gotta like really pay attention to what he's saying. Like I was vibing, bro, man. If you couldn't tell, that beat. Like I think it's my headphones. My headphones are better than y'all. You guys don't even have headphones on, man. Some of these beats, bro, man, like. I liked the song. I could see what you guys are saying about Brody, man, but dude, fucking, he got 2 really good collabs on it. So it's to me that's just like if anything, it made everybody else shine more, made the beat shine. I didn't mind Brody at all. I just think he needs to work on his delivery a little bit, like uh, convincing, like the convincing part of it. Because I didn't mind the chorus. Like I mean, like at a live show that would have been dope. But yeah, like just listening to a song like that, maybe I don't know. I thought it was well put together. I'm glad I didn't. Or not. I'm not glad, but I'm glad I wasn't there for the 7-minute one because I would have been really fried, especially if those were,
There's a hook between every verse.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh, maybe I probably check it out on my own time, but that version right there, man. I thought it, I thought it was pretty dope,
Oh,
man. I'm definitely gonna have to say yes for that one because that one fucking blew Mystical right out of the water. Whatever the fuck his name was, Poison or
Venom.
The
yeah,
fuck?
Venom. I said
Poison.
yeah for Venom, so I gotta say I definitely have to say yeah for this track because
Oh,
I like
Venom.
Venom, Poison,
Poison.
Venom. I was getting there. Mystical, fuck. All right, I smoked a lot of bud. So it's
Yeah.
legal up here, man. I'm in Red Lake right now, so it's like
That's
completely legal over here.
Hell yeah. So
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
shout out to Native Care. They're the first
Man,
legal dispensary in northern
man,
Minnesota.
fuck native care.
so um
What the fuck? All right, sorry, Pesto. Oh yeah, I did get a message from Pizzo. He said he may have sent the wrong one because the other one was supposed to end after the second sample, and they were supposed to be scratching on it. So
Oh, I want to hear that.
I know,
Yeah.
but
so that's something we can dig into
Well,
later.
hell
But
yeah.
Well,
I will
fucking yes anyway. I mean,
yes.
Yeah,
I will
just
say
put that one on the playlist.
but yeah, let us get that one, please.
okay. Sorry, go ahead, Pesto.
you sure? No one else has
I'm
anything?
gonna add
No,
on to what
I got
Bumpkin was
more shit
saying.
to say.
Who's got something fucking loaded up to interrupt me this time? I was gonna say for this track, I I tend to agree with Bump on it. I also do agree with what Nate said, and honestly, all of them. I think that Brody, I think that you definitely have the weakest verse on this track. And as an artist myself, not saying I'm unwilling to drop something that I'm the weakest that I feel in my mind. I'm the weakest track, verse on my own track, but man, like both of these guys fucking murdered it, and you just kind of like slapped it around. Like I didn't think your verse was bad, but I think it like vibe wise, like with what they did, that'd be something that I would go back and rewrite and try and get on that same grip with it. That being said, I think the track is still dope as is. I think everything else was solid with it. I'd give this one a yes, but yeah, we got three no's and two yeses. So send us something different, man. Send us a different fucking track, man. Send us something where you fucking shred that shit so that you can, get some shine, brother.
Send us
I
a
would
track
like,
after you got help.
I would like
Yes.
to say that like I've rewritten shit before after I heard my counterpart's verse. Like, damn, you snap like that. Okay, I understand how I should ride this beat now, and
Yeah.
just form. Like it's not a crime to rewrite your shit.
Fuck
It's
yeah.
not
Yeah.
officially released.
Hell yeah.
Like
To me,
I
man, to me it is. Like, I mean, like if you already wrote your shit, sent it to somebody so they could fucking, so they could bless the track as well. Like, I feel like at that point it's too late.
No, I think if you
can't
talk to
change your
him and
verse
you just
after
be
that.
like,
Yeah.
yo, bro, like if between us, I'm sure it's happened before, and I'm sure that like it will happen again. Like where
How much
somebody
did he say
fucking
that?
just snaps on something and you go, yo, bro. It's not something that you just do. You don't just change the verse and go and release it. But you tell them, you're like, bro, you fucking snapped on it. I gotta redo my shit, bro. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. But I think without the communication, it could be weird.
I
I think
agree with Space.
I tell them I think their verse sucks. They need to change it. Fuck you.
Yeah.
I agree
You
with
do.
Space, but I also understand what Scotty's saying about like having like when you feel like you didn't bring it, you want to do it. I try not to do it. The only time I've gone back and rewritten something is if I lost something, or if I didn't like it to begin with, or if what I said was similar to what the other person put on there. So I was like, I need to
I
change
mean,
it.
this is a community thing. Like you can talk to the other person. I'm just saying, like it's part
Yeah.
of the whole steel sharpen steel thing. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, damn, you can't
Yeah.
correct. Now, fuck, I need something better.
Right.
I think we
I mean,
just looking at it from a producer view, because like, how annoying and is like get a verse.
no.
After it was out, so there's a difference with that. That was fucking months.
Yeah,
That was months. That was months. The song was the album that he was like,
Right.
change it. Like, dude, no.
Yeah, like what?
And then he showed us the one. I don't want to shit on him. No, I'm gonna shit on
Yeah.
him. He showed us the one, and that one wasn't any more on topic than the fucking first one. Like,
The first one was like more on topic. I feel like.
Like,
But
oh,
either way, I didn't allow it,
Reading
and
your brain.
it caused some riffles for a little bit there.
I guess
I tried to mutiny.
one reason why I bring it up though and so strongly is because like I got a feeling that that's what happened with this track. You know what I'm saying? Like Brody, because I mean I don't know if this is listed as Brody's track or what, but I mean he's the first verse on there, so I got a feeling that he's the one who, you know, took it, set the tone. I believe that's him on the hook as well. So it's like, you know, the foundation was there. You know what I'm saying, when he sent it off to the other MCs, and like I feel like I don't necessarily feel like these other MCs outshined him, but I just feel like these other MCs just did their thing a little bit fucking better than Brody did, I guess. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even.
That's
Man, I don't
called
know.
being outshined,
Because
motherfucker.
Well, no, but I don't think they did it like, because I mean, well, I guess I don't know Brody. I never heard nothing of his before, so I don't know if like this is his style or what. But it's because like his style, I don't really feel that much. You know what I'm saying? Whereas like these other cats, like they sound more. I don't know. They sound more like the fucking hip hop I'm into. You know what I'm saying? And whereas Brody, like with the beat selection and everything, like it's not my type of beat. You know what I mean? Brody just doesn't. I don't know, man. I'm just not vibing with his style on this fucking track. You know? Whereas like those other MCs,
Let's move on. We spent a bunch of time on this one last week.
I think they're fucking
we spent
dope.
a bunch of time
You know
on
what
it
I
this
mean?
week. Let's move on to the next one. We've already spent so much time on this track. We spent so much time on this track, both weeks. Let's move on to the next one.
Well, because what do you expect?
I know we got it. We
It was
got
a
into an
conversation.
alternate conversation
Said it
about it.
again.
Like we all gave our.
I'm also trying to like. So I'm having issues here with internet. Like, I'm having issues with internet right now. So like, a lot of this is chopping up really bad when you guys are trying to talk.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try and fix that when we pull this next song up.
Gotcha. I'm muting then. Fuck. I'm done with this
So
conversation.
how do you guys want to
Anyways.
do this? Because Pizzo sent the other version to my
We'll
email.
listen to it next week. Because if we listen to both versions this week, we're gonna end up spending 2 hours listening to 5 songs.
We already reviewed everything. We're just gonna listen to the.
We got 2 more songs.
Okay.
Yeah, we got 2 more songs.
Fuck
that
bro.
was the third song.
Fuck bro.
Fuck bro.
Fuck that thug.
They
Hey, but that Pizzo song, you should send that shit to me.
Yes, sir, my man.
Oh yeah. And anybody watching, you guys should follow these artists just to show some support.
Yeah,
Agreed.
these guys
Agreed.
work hard, and just because they're not what we like, even if for the nose, just because they're not what we sign off on, doesn't mean that you're not gonna catch a vibe. That's what it's all about.
They can hear it too.
Let me be positive, bro.
Pull this one up. So this next one we have is called Gods, featuring Gloomy Sailor, Akua, and Gamblez. It's from the family over at God Division.
Hey, yeah.
Alright, let's go. Fuck bro.
That's what I was waiting for.
Yeah, venom is the secret sauce. Spit toxic shit, could kill a couple horse. Hey yo, Gams, don't they know the fucking rules? Got the vision taking over, leaving blood pools. Who puts in the work, they better recognize. A bunch of titans, we ain't even got a supersize. Heavyweights, I don't even see contenders. M-Dub said that we assembled the Avengers. and I can't even disagree with him. Whole squad devours your food, who needs seasoning? Like a lion in its prime, coming for the head of any punk that shouldn't rhyme. Duct tape they face, watch these kids cry, have a begging for their life with their hands like pantomimes. I can't hear you. Nothing new to us though, it's just a walk in the park as we killing them slow. Let's be honest, can't nobody touch the progress. They hard pressed, trying to get at us. It's no contest. G-O-D-S, G-O-D-S. Middle finger to the rest. No odds, no contest. And this the plan, this the shit we came to manifest. Check the crest, bunch of killers, none of you can contest. G-O-D-S, G-O-D-S. Middle finger to the rest. No odds, no contest.
All you do is flap gums, keep your jaws moving. All we do is pack guns, how the guards do it. You better listen when we speak, it's the law, stupid. Raw music for the ears, every bar proves it. Guard division, moving units, ain't no end in sight. I got you dead to rights when picking men for my. I got a couple old friends doing tender life, and every fucking single one of them expecting kites. We howling at the yellow moon in the dead of night. Turn your crew to confit, that's expensive bites. I got your heart and liver, onions over bed of rice. You think I'm foul, pal? You ain't met the wife. I'm living victim to victim, yo, it's a reckless life. All day plotting, dog, then it's endless nights. All day plotting, dog, yo, I said it twice. That means I mean what I'm saying, call it the forensic vice.
Let's be honest, can't nobody touch the progress. They hard pressed, trying to get at us. It's no contest. G-O-D-S, G-O-D-S. Middle finger to the rest. No odds, no contest. And this the plan, this the shit we came to manifest. Check the crest, bunch of killers, none of you can contest. G-O-D-S, G-O-D-S. Middle finger to the rest. No odds, no contest.
Fuck, bro. Fuck, bro.
Fuck, bro.
Did the stream hold up?
That was dope. God Division's fucking sick. And Gamblez fucking is a beast. Like when we started, yeah, like when we started watching, our first ever grind mode podcast, Sunday Night Grind, was like the third episode or the third stream that they did, and like the second one, yeah, and then yeah, our first song was a bad review too. It was kind of good, kind of bad, but anyways, Gamblez, like I remember just like hearing his music from like, man, I think it was before I even heard of like Pesto, like Pestilence, and like I've always said Gamblez was a beast. And that's a yeah for me, definitely.
It's not Nathaniel.
And Akua was dope too.
Nate Nasty is on my birth certificate, motherfucker. No, there's nothing bad I can say about this track. A sick beat, sick verses, man. Like, and like God Division, like just every artist from there is fire in their own regard. This track is a definite yes for me. I'm also biased in this one because almost anything Gamblez hops on he's just an absolute fucking savage. And like I'm over here in my head going, fuck bro, whenever he says something wild. And he says a lot of wild shit. But
hell yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, everybody killed it though. Like there's no like nobody was like way above another person's threshold. You guys made a fucking dope track, you know, GODS, motherfucker. That's all I gotta say. It's a yes.
You're muted,
Tell
brother.
me. It's a yes. That's it. There's no point in anything like that. I liked everything about it. They both killed it. Yeah, that's. We just hopped on one of Gloomy's beats. Gloomy's got dope beats. They're dope. Everything's dope. God Division. Fuck it. Yep. It's a yes.
Bars and shit.
Hell yeah.
That was only the best starter ever.
Plus, I think that guitar sample is one of the samples I used for Taste of Fame, by the way. But yeah, man, overall dope fucking track, you know. I might be biased too because God Division is fucking fam, but you know, I feel like Akua, I don't know, man. Akua's just got a fucking presence, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like Akua doesn't even say shit on a track. You know, he could just rap the ABCs, you know, and I'd be a fucking fan. Gamblez with his fucking the legendary 1,000-pound flow, man. Fucking, he always comes hard. The only issue I have with this track is because you know me, like I like the vocals to mesh a little more with the beat. Like I like the vocals to be a little more in the back. You know, Gamble's verse, like I think the mix on his verse was fucking great. I think Akua was like a little bit loud, and then like the GODS was like a little. I don't know. It just hit a little too fucking hard for me. But you know, I'm not saying it sounded like shit or anything like that. Like I mean, it sounded pretty fucking good. A gloomy, like Envy said, man, Gloomy's fucking nice with the beats. Dope track all around, man. That definitely gets a yes from me as well. You seem disappointed. Oh,
Fuck bro. Gatman and Mobbin, bro.
It's the God.
Gatman and Shoot Your Man. Yeah. The world's greatest.
damn.
Don't do that.
Hey, fuck, bro. Nice.
Goddamn distro kid.
Fuck, bro.
Fuck, bro.
I didn't put up the stream, but I started pressing play. I was vibing over here for a minute. I already reviewed half the track. I was like, fuck what these guys have to say. That's a big Halloween.
Yeah, I got you, bro.
Me and Bump were talking about getting belly rings.
Oh, just fucking had to dig way in there. See, check out my belly and piercing and dig way the fuck in there. Oh, that's a lint.
It's like, mine would be like a
Pulling
truck
out
hitch just
lint.
hanging out my shirt. Oh,
Christopher Veal
fuck,
with
bro.
Long Days. Fuck, bro.
Yo. This is for all the times I put in work and had no reward, only to learn that only time will tell. I remember cold nights and cold days, riding on the soul train, trying to free my soul Dane, but I don't need a soul main, just do it by myself, acquire this wealth, still man and stealth, plotting seeking something more than a new belt. I don't care about material, I care about help, giving people what they need when they have nothing else. Music spoke to me when I didn't hear no one else. Now I'm out here putting therapy on the shelf. This is for them cold nights and cold days. Cold nights, cold days. This is for them cold nights and cold days. Cold nights, cold days. This is for them long nights and long days. Long nights, long days. This is for them long nights and long days. Long nights, long days. This is for the ones that couldn't be here, but planned something great. Had an entanglement with destiny and forgot about faith. Was it worth the time invested or just too much to plate? What's at stake? Slice it open, find out how it was made. Came a long way from being considered a stray, but back in the day, it taught me everything I needed today. So what can I say other than I'm grateful for the fans that blew my way? Now I'm using the influence to do something great. So just carry the faith, take it one day at a time. Cause life's like a maze, you gotta pick up and carry the blind. We all in a bind, some working 9 to 5, I do and hustle for mine. I increase my steps while you steady declining, bitching and whining. Cause you spent your bread whining and dining. Vesting will guarantee you success in the ropes you be climbing. Went from the bottom to the top and it didn't take no blood diamonds. Got it straight from the source and can now advertise how I'm shining. This is for them cold nights and cold days. Cold nights, cold days. This is for them cold nights. This is for them long nights and long days. Long nights, long days. This is for them long nights and long days.
Did it stop for anyone else?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
Well,
Ooh,
but we heard it. We
that's
heard
a
it.
cliffhanger.
We heard the hook.
That was a
So
cliffhanger at
there's
the
like
end.
5 seconds left. I don't think he was gonna say something else. He's like, "Damn it, dude! The last 5 seconds, I said a lot of shit about wiping my
That's
ass
how
with a big
invested we
fucking
were.
brick."
I know we were all vibing, bro. That's a yes all around. Let's get to the next thing.
All right, we start with Space Case. The Space Case.
man, this is a tough one. Man, I like the beat. I like the overall vibe, the overall feeling of the track. The hook was a little boring to me. His delivery was not that impressive to me either. Especially when it got to like the end of the second verse, it sounded like he wrote too much and was just trying to cram it in. You know what I'm saying? Plus, like, he's one of those rappers where like his syllables really pop. You know what I'm saying? Like, he really, I don't know if it's over enunciating each syllable or what the fuck it is, but some rappers just have that I don't know, man, that delivery to him. You know what I'm saying? And it's just something that I personally do not feel. Like, lyrically, it was dope. And like he sounds like for the most part he knows what he's doing. Um, I don't know. I feel like it could have been, the track could have been helped a lot. You know, with some clever ad libs. Um, you know, some clever fucking effects in the hook. A little more negative space. Fuck, I don't know.
Negative space is fucking right. Look at how fucking negative you are.
Shut up, motherfucker. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no, just because I don't know. I don't know if I need to hear it again. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's not playlist material to me. So I'm gonna say no, and I feel kind of bad about it because, like, man, that track did hit a lot of good fucking spots, but I don't know. There were just a couple boxes that were missed on the fucking checklist, man. That I don't know.
I guess it didn't make Space's perfect fucking list. What about the Twoface list? Just kidding.
On to
Let's go
NCNV.
on to the next.
So the hook again was one of those hooks that it was really basic and repetitive and went on for too long. It could have been 4 instead of 8. But I feel like he can rap, and he kind of has a voice like Nuo 2. Like I feel like he potentially could be really good, but he's just, I don't know if he's not really polished yet or if he just needs to practice his verse a little more. But I didn't like the hook at all. So yeah, like he said, I don't really need to see, or I don't need to hear it again. That's a no.
All right, Scots are in agreement again. You can't split these two boys up. What's your that first song?
Couple of
My
blue
dude.
balls.
Alrighty, we've got Neta Nasty.
Should we fuck everything up? Nah.
All right, so it's a yes for me. I like this track. I do see what they were saying with the hook. It is a little, I don't want to say boring, but it's a little, it gets kind of stagnant after you hear it. I think before you release this, I think you should redo the hook, where you do the first 4 of it, and then you do put a different emphasis on the second 4 of it. Make it just a little, just jazz it up. But otherwise, like, I like it. I like the verses. If I like, if you can't, like, there's a couple moments. I have a short attention span. There's a couple moments where I kind of spaced out and then came back. So like, I think that ties with your delivery because you kind of kept it almost like similar through the whole way. Not saying that your rhyme scheme was the same, just like the manner at which you did it was, there wasn't much change in the 16s or between the two verses.
I got one thing to add on top of what you're saying is that it was basic, but it was like there was no backing vocals in that whole fucking thing. There could have been a lot more emphasis on his punchlines and shit with backing.
Yeah, and we need that. It's a yes for me, but before you get the song out and finish it and it's done, if you see this by then, please
send it in again.
take what we're saying into consideration. But Am I the only one who thought that at least when it started, he sounded like a mixture, like a fusion dance between Mars One and Zyro the Infinite?
No, I didn't think that at all.
You're bros with both of them.
I was thinking.
I could see it.
Well, they're my bros too, but like,
That was
holy fuck.
Hell yeah.
I was thinking. I was thinking Frankie V and Expose.
Fuck,
like,
I was thinking
minus
Lingo
chopping,
and
but I mean,
Fathom.
Bump. What's your
whatever,
thoughts on this
whatever.
one?
All right, straight up. I thought the song started out pretty fucking badass. Like the intro, and then the way the fucking first verse fucking hit. Like the beat was pretty good. I'm not gonna say who he reminded me of because that could go on forever. He just has that casual hip hop voice, and I thought it was pretty dope, honestly, man. But there was that one part where you drop the beat down, and then that part could have been a little better, or I would have put the drop somewhere else on it, like honestly. But I fucking do that a lot on my own tracks, so I kind of have like a bias preference to that, I guess. But I'd have to say, yeah. I want to cause as much chaos and riffs into this shit and leave it into the hands of Pesto.
You motherfucker.
That's the spirit.
I'll see you at the
Twoface
gates. I'll see you at the gates, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is why there's 5 people.
Can't split the geniuses either. So that's why you got Big Daddy Pesto here to make the final supreme decision.
Hey, I'm your bro Bresto, remember that?
Yeah, I do. I know. I got your shriveled up fucking fake
Bresto.
mask sitting in my fucking living room right now. I think that, bro, you got all the tools. I think that the writing was solid on it. I don't think that it was bad. I think, actually, I didn't think about this while you were writing it, but when Space said it, I was like, ooh, that does sound like it, because it did remind me a lot of some of the earlier shit that I did that was like not quite as polished, but it had a lot of potential. It was like, man, this guy, like, you do this, you do that, you add these little things, and soon you have something that's like fucking amazing. So I think, like Space said on the last verse when you were saying a lot of shit, I think that it seems to me that you wrote more than you can fit in there. So I think it's either one of two things happens: either extreme practice and you find a way to deliver it to where it sounds a lot smoother, or you trim some words out and you end up finding that the flow sounds a lot better, the delivery sounds a lot better, because
Put him in the kennel.
the flow doesn't have to be necessarily the same as what you have there. You can still flow to that in a different way by taking some of those verses out, and then you don't sound like you're out of breath just barely being able to get all these words out. I think adding backups, I think adding ad-libs to the hook especially is imperative. I think that's something that you must do with this track. If you're going to have a hook that's simple like that, you have a ton of negative space there. Experiment with that. Throw some fucking ad-libs in there. You got some, concept there to throw in some, or find some samples that fit in with that. Me and Space do that all the time. We've got some tracks that are very simple on hooks. We got some that are a little bit more complex, but the simpler ones you're able to do a lot more with in that gray area, because you don't have as much going on with vocals, and that's kind of what you have here. So you got a lot of room for that. And then I think, just backups in general, like, would bring this song, just even where it is right now, throwing backups on it would potentially sway some people. But that being said, in its current state, I'm going to have to give it a no. But I do think it has a lot of potential. Like, I don't think it's a situation where it's like you have a lot of potential and maybe another track. I think this particular track actually has a lot of potential. And doing just a few little things could bring it up quite a few notches and definitely turn it into something that I would happily vote yes to adding to the playlist. I think it's just missing. It sounds like a bare bones, like almost like a rough demo, and that's not bad, but it's just like, you know, trim a few of those things up, and you got a song that's like, hey, that's pretty cool. To like, if you show it to people that aren't artists, they're probably going to be impressed. To something where if you add a couple of those little elements to it and you show it to somebody that's not an artist, they're going to be like, holy fuck, you made that? Oh my god. Like you take it from being believable to like being unbelievable. And I think that's something that this track has the potential for. Just gotta, do a couple things.
And I want
and
to add
it'll be there.
also to what you were saying about when he jumbled up a bunch of words at the end. What else could fucking alleviate that? And this is from somebody with a lot of experience in producing and stuff. Punching in. Like if you like not overlapping, but punching in, because you could tell he was fucking rushing a lot of this shit because he was like running out of breath and stuff. And man, if it wasn't for punching in, man, I'd be like bizarre, bro. I'd be like about bizarre fast. Fucking straight up.
You talk about running speed?
Yeah. Not
Even
eating.
No, I noticed. I
Yeah,
noticed in the
he eats
first verse
faster
there was
than
a spot
Bizarre.
where he obviously punched in.
Yeah. You can't
Because I
make
know
it obvious.
that was my thought too. Was like, especially when he was, just kind of like burning through them syllables. I was like, man,
Yeah.
like this would probably sound smoother if you would punch in. Then all of a sudden, I heard the spot where he punched in, and I was like, oh shit. Well, he is punching in.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is somebody where I definitely want to hear some more of his stuff, man. Because I don't know, man. I
Absolutely
want to hear what
agree.
he's like on a fucking
And that
wide scale,
that punching wasn't really cropped in that well either.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. If you would have had backing dubs,
Yeah.
see, like I could.
Yeah.
I'll just say quickly, if you do your main take, and then there's the part where you're fucking up at, you do your dub, and you basically try and sound exactly the same as you did the first time, but before you get to that part, take like a big breath, and then you just jump back into it, and then let the producer
I do that shit all the
swap
time.
those parts. Yeah, I do that, dude. I do that all the time, bro. Like,
What's been my method of finding like where to fit in breaths where I generally wouldn't, because sometimes I go long fucking runs that are like 3 bars long of fucking chopping, and it's like, well, you got to know when to do it.
yeah, I can't do
yeah.
that. But the thing is, I've been able to perform my verses just fine after practicing it. So like, if you don't have it to like a 2, there's room for you to like learn how to rap it the way you want to rap it without punching in. Like,
And the other good part about having the backing vocals is, since you're on that track by yourself, like if you ever do a live show, your breaths can be caught in the backing vocals if you keep them on your live track. And that's not a crime. That's not Rover shit. That's just you doing a one-man show and doing your own backup vocals.
Yeah.
That's, as long as you're not rapping the whole fucking song, people can just buy your album then,
Right.
But
yeah.
Speaking of rapping over vocals at shows, today I'm gonna read the prompt. I'm gonna read it. Well, not a prompt, but I got a question for everybody, and I'm actually gonna answer it first because I gotta step away at an important call I gotta return. But we talked about last week on the show. We talked about our best show experience as both performer and fan. So of course we gotta talk about our worst show experience as both.
I'll moderate while he's gone.
And fan. So I'm gonna start off. I'll say the first. As a performer, I'll go with that one first. So I got booked to do a show. There's the infamous Void show with Denku that we did in November, where there was a lot of crazy shit, but that was still fun. I got booked for a show. This was probably 2 years ago now, 2 or 3 years ago now. I think the Catalyst was the one that hooked me up with it, and it was a fucking Reed Stanton show at Club 920 in Appleton, and I was a last minute addition, so I didn't have to pay or nothing. But me and Christian rolled down to Appleton. I had no idea what order I was going in. I knew I had like 15 or 20 minutes set. So I had like, I think it was a 20-minute set. I think I had 17, so that I had plenty of space. I wasn't overlapping nothing. I got there. They were very, very, it was like hard for us to get in. And I'm like telling them, like, dude, I'm clearly a performer. Obviously, like, why the fuck would I be just walking around wearing this if I'm not fucking here for this rap show to perform, you morons? So got in there. I was already a little like, what the fuck is going on here? So I take my flash drive. I hand it to the DJ. I think his name is Matt. I can't remember what his last name is because I did a fucking just a pillaging of my fucking friends list on Facebook to get rid of a lot of these whack fucks. But he was the DJ, and I told him because I had some empty space at the end of a couple tracks, but I had planned, like I had shit I was gonna say during those times. And one of them I think was a tribute to a friend of mine who passed away. And at the end, as soon as my verse ended, like the beat didn't even fucking, like the beat was still in there and shit too. As soon as the verse ended though, he just cut and moved to the next song. So I had 0 seconds to like get any kind of breath or nothing. It went right into a song that like, okay, you have 4 fucking bars before you have to start spitting for 16 bars again. You know, and he did that to me every fucking track. He's just like, next one, next one, next one. So I'm fucking getting fried up there. Like I'm holding it down, but this is still early in my performing, so I don't quite have the chops I have now. It's like it really put me on the spot. I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna run out of breaths, and I had a couple songs I was doing at the end of my set that like I knew I was gonna run out of breaths. Like Still Here, I think is what I finished with, and I fucking got. It was like I was almost gonna puke. I was so much out of breath. So I go to the bathroom to take a piss, and when I come back, there's a fucking dude rapping over his vocals, like jumping up and down, and it's one of the worst displays I've ever seen. And I had that little space. It's not a big space, but it was packed with people the whole time I performed. By the time I came back from taking a piss, this dude had cleared that entire fucking room out with his over vocals, and it was like bad off beats. Like it was terribly engineered. Like everything about what he was doing was a fucking atrocity. It was like Fathom Kid in live show, but like just like not as funny. So it sucked. So I looked at Christian. Yeah, I was like,
who that is?
Who that is? And he's like, dude, I don't know. You don't know? That's Fathom Kid. I'm like, fuck, dude. His flow's so cold and he's frozen. The microphone's overloading. Oh yeah. No, I just like turned to Christian and I told him like, dude, do you care if we fucking stick around? Because I'm getting like cold shoulder, kind of getting treated like shit by the promoter and the fucking DJ while I'm there. You know, kind of getting treated like, you know, we're giving you this great opportunity.
They're big timing you.
They're doing me a favor. Yeah, they're big timing me, and I'm like, dude, let's get the fuck out of here. I'm not gonna sit here and listen.
Probably
to
the same
5X.
Matt.
Yeah, I'm not gonna listen
Remember
to fucking
we had
5X.
Matt the DJ?
Yeah.
Yeah, short little fucking comic book store looking motherfucker. Like he looks like
it's like I want to give a shout out to the DJ. I turned around and he wasn't even there.
Yeah, that guy
just fucking
sucks.
had his shit playing. Like, yeah,
he's
bro,
constantly
that's the same
just
dude
one of the worst DJs I've ever seen. So that would have to be number one. My worst experience as a performer. Man, as a fan, I think it gets a little bit more tricky because there's been some pretty egregious like shit show performances. I'm gonna go with a weird one, and it's gonna be the show that I never got to see, and it's that Songbird show that we did. I don't remember. I think it was not Shanty Days. It was like a couple months after that, and it was Chump Service, Pestilence, Space Case. Drew Lines was supposed to be there. I think Sheol was doing a set. I think fucking Catalyst was supposed to be there. Shah Mendoza was supposed to be there. And there might have been one more.
That was Shandy Days.
It was
It
Shanty
was Shanty
Days.
Days.
Okay, yeah, it's Shanty Days. So it's a big fucking event in this town, and we have all these fucking acts that are gonna be there, and the only people that showed up were the three of us. And then Tigga showed up and saw that there was no one else there, and was like, "I am not gonna stick around for this because there's no people here. There's no fucking artists here. Everybody else is blowing this off. Fuck it, we're out of here." So he left. And then it was just the fucking three of us. It was the three of us in there. No fucking people either. It was the three of us and the bartender. And it was like, fucking, was it 11:30, 12 o'clock that we decided, all right, fuck it, boys. Let's do the show. And we just started doing the show. And then fucking crowds of people started coming in because the other music ended at midnight at other places. And they were looking for music. And they heard music coming from that place. So a bunch of people walked into a fucking little Twoface showcase. Fucking Pestilence, Space Case, and Chump Service. But the reason I would put that on the worst show that I've seen is that I didn't get to really see much of a show. I was backing Space up for his set, and then I did my set. I got to watch 30 minutes of a show that should have been fucking 4 hours of me watching people perform. Ended up being, 25, 30 minutes of me getting to watch people perform. And you guys did an incredible job, but it's just like, I went to Algoma. I don't want to go to Algoma. I go to Algoma expecting to get to experience a lot of hip hop and get to fucking see some new acts and some old acts and some mole cracks and shit like that. And I only got to see very little. And it was just a disappointment as a fan.
It's yeah.
So whoever wants to go next.
Yeah, it definitely was, man.
I forgot the prompt.
I'll go first. Next. Second. Okay.
Okay.
I think my first one as an artist that was bad. So like the backside of I won't bring up that show. But okay, so I think it might have been that Steel Bridge show that I was gonna kill Teflon with my bare fucking hands. Yeah.
Spill the tea.
He was turning down my mic on purpose because I called him son. And he fucking got like super mad, and the whole show, like people in the crowd are looking at him like, we can't hear him, turn his mic up, and he's all fucking shit faced like, yeah, motherfucker, because like I was gonna fuck him up. But we're good now.
Yeah.
He was just a drunk, cranky old man, and I was just a young hip hop head trying to get my fucking microphone turned up. Anyway, so that was probably my worst as an artist. My worst as a fan was a show that I was doing as an artist, but it was there's two of them. I don't remember if they were Reed Stanton or Adam Reset because they kind of blend, but it's like one was, I think, a Crazy Bone show, and he was a total fucking diva, and I think the other one was Cuckoo Cal, and he was he was a total fucking diva. Crazy Bone was like 2 hours late, and he just like chose his time and fucking went on. But he was a dick about a lot of things. But Cuckoo Cal, like, he showed up with a posse, and he like, there's a whole bunch of people that paid to be in the VIP and like meet and greet and all that shit. Like, it was part of the package that they bought, and he and his posse kicked everyone out of the VIP. And just like took over the VIP, and all these people paid extra to be there, and he just like gave them all the fucking boot and was a fucking diva and shit.
That happened to us with Lil Flip, bro. He did the same thing to us.
Man,
that's bogus.
Oh, yeah,
That's
he did.
bogus.
Yeah, remember that, bro?
Sorry, continue.
But well, I think that's it for me. I don't remember too many things as an artist that were like really bad. Like generally our shows were really fucking good and we always had a really good fucking time. There was
Yeah.
bad shows. Like that time with Teflon a couple times when Joey and Tigger were like learning the sound shit when we were first getting the sound stuff going. And the Wu-Tang show when they kept on fucking up our mics too, because those sound guys were being dicks too. Like those are my only bad experiences with sound guys, and they only have one job. You know.
Right.
Now Joey's, killing his shit. And fuck, the rave's still open, so they're doing fine. Teflon's still doing sound. I think everything he has is Apple now, so he just like fucking works it off his tablet from his fucking house.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
Fuck yeah.
That's it.
Go ahead, Bump. I'll go last. Or wait. God.
Well, go ahead. Go ahead, Bump.
My
I'm
bad.
actually been I'm kind of half pondering my answer because it's the same, man. Like a shitty show is a show nonetheless for me, I guess. Um, I, I guess the Duluth show is the one I'm always gonna go to when I'm talking about a bad show as an artist, and it's just because it wasn't our crowd, man. We go up in there, take a shit on a hater. I've been shooting haters since I was shot up my daddy's nuts, and like the crowd is just like,
Well,
nah,
the
dude.
one at Red Star Lounge. I
Yeah, in
don't know if the
Duluth.
place is. I don't know if the place is still in business, but
I don't know if it is. It was just not our kind of crowd, but it was still a show. We still had positive. It opened the door for us to get another show that was dope. I've actually done shows where the cops come out. Like my very second or first show, which it was really poorly. It was kind of on the fly. It was a grad party, and we didn't have a stage, but there was a big ass hill. It was in Fond du Lac, and this is when I was in hypothermic, and we had this big. We were on top of a hill while everybody else was at the bottom of the hill looking up at us with all this equipment and shit on like fucking grass. And the cops kept coming because there was a fucking like tribal chairman that lived right across the street, and we just couldn't even fucking do anything, man. And so it was like fuck it, and then we all like got drunk, and then the cops came over there and like fucked with us, and so then like I had to drive somebody's car back to Bemidji and like just buzzed up. That was a bad show, I guess. That was like my first show, but I don't really
don't
count that.
drive drunk.
Yeah, that was definitely just like a first time for me. I remember sitting there rapping my verse and then just seeing Shine and Charlie fucking running down the hill. Like, I don't know what the fuck they were doing. I thought they were just trying to be funny or extra or something. And I turned around and it was like a whole fucking like wall of cops, like fucking moving in on us. And I just like, I just turned the music down and I started wrapping the microphone up. Like, I didn't want to run. I was already like, I was like, fuck it, and just started putting everything away. But yeah, so that was like the worst show as a rapper. Uh, that one would be the worst one, but that was like my first show. And as a fan, I'll say a different one because man, there's been shows where we just went to check out some shows,
Yeah.
and like we weren't on the ticket because everybody thought we were hating, or they were like hating on us. They thought they were beefing with us, and we didn't give a fuck, and we just show up to the show and they're,
Say
oh,
something. Do
yeah,
something.
oh, it's LG. Oh, fucking what's up, Nate? Man, you're like a brother to me, bro. And, you know what I mean? And it was like nobody hit us up or nothing. Or just like, what's going on here, But yeah, it was like we always expect like some confrontation, but other than that, like I don't really go to shows unless I'm like a fucking performer. So that was like one show where you remember that one, Nate, where we went to the
Yep.
show and yeah,
Yep.
everybody was just like they were all hating on us like on Facebook and shit, and they just see us in the flesh and it's like, brother.
Oh hey, oh hi, oh hi guys.
Oh shit. Oh
I
fuck.
love you guys. I love that you like
Hey,
still
man.
doing it, man.
Yeah,
Like,
hey
dude,
man.
dude.
Yeah. Fuck it, bro. Hey man, bro. I just want to tell you, man, all that shit that you probably heard, man. Man, bro, it's not even like that,
That's
man.
why. That's why I love you, man. Yeah.
I'm all fucking drunk and everything too. I'm embellishing it a bit.
No,
Fuck it.
no, you're not.
It was pretty much like
They did that,
but,
and a lot of them weren't drinking.
they did that. Bro, you guys want to get on our next show? Yeah. No, that was a dope show, honestly, though. But that's the only show I could think of. Because that's the one where I got Zeus Rebel Waters, bro.
Yo, yeah.
Yeah, he is the best song
I'm gonna
ever. And I
submit
was,
it
yeah, dude. Yeah, let's just
later.
you submit it.
Yeah,
But yeah, I won't get into it. Okay.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Nate, what you got, man?
So I can't sum it up to, as a performer, we've had a lot of bad shows. And it's not that, and it's like Envy made me think of it because I had totally stored it in my traumatic memories folder, where motherfuckers play with the sound when I'm up there. They don't do it to bumping. They're kissing bumping's ass. They do it to me. And then every time I talked to him or confronted him, no. I don't think any of that was part of it. I think it was like the big ego, little dick, fucking rapper. I gotta be the best one kind of complex that a lot of motherfuckers have. And it's like the shit I do then wasn't even all that dope. Like but like motherfuckers used to do that shit to me all the fucking time. And mine was the only persons whose mic would cut out while we were performing all night.
Yeah, it was a lot of you. I do recall it happening to me and Greg a few times though, where it was like we were sound check.
Oh yeah, and then so it's just another type. I'm archetyping because I have too many experiences where the same shit happened. And yeah, there's the other archetype where we were used as sound check, and they didn't do any of the sound or nothing, and we were in a fucking metal silo that echoed really badly, gave really bad feedback, and the reason they did that one, they put us on dead first at every show since then, is because the first time they had us out for a show, they had us like 2 acts before the tour came through. I'm not gonna say whose tour it was, bumping mic. But because I got respect for those guys, but like they came through and did a tour, but like we fucking killed it. And at the end of the show, they were like, "Hey yo, shout out LGs! You hear those motherfuckers? All the openers killed that shit, but LG." And like that's how he fucking shouted us out.
Poetry that said that. It wasn't his tour, but I just want to say that was insane poetry that gave us like a huge ego boost.
I wouldn't say it was an ego boost. I feel
it was
like
humbling as fuck. It was really humbling though.
Props.
I was like, "Fuck yeah!"
I don't know who that
Hell
is.
yeah.
It's pretty dope.
Yeah.
He's been rapping for a group. He fucks with the Force 5 guys too.
Yeah,
This is pretty dope.
He's part of Nomads. But yeah, and then every time that Click came and did a show, we were, if they had us on it, we were sound check. And then like I don't know, man, like I don't want to hate on anybody because like we all go through some shit, but like there's definitely some shit that's like uncalled for. And like I recently confronted one person, like, why the disrespect when it's just me? Like this one of the people has asked Adrian to do a solo set when they wanted to use my sound for free, and I was like, okay. You know?
Yeah, and I said, fuck that. I was like, if I'm performing, it's performing. So they cut me out of it too.
Yeah. Anyways, that's some local shit, and that's why motherfuckers are staying local. The worst show I went to as a fan, fuck. Because I'm with Bump, and I've gone to a lot of shows where I wasn't performing just to support, like a lot of them. But let's see, as a fan, nope, I can't say it. I can't say I have one because usually by the
Disagree
time
with mine because mine was a good.
by the time the main act comes on and I'm there to enjoy a show, I'm fucking wrecked, enjoying whatever
Is
show, whether it's good or
dark
bad.
side nasty.
Dark side nasty.
He's
Fuck you.
just dark side nasty. Just
That was supposed to be spoilers.
They'll be like, bro, you're like my brother, and dark side nasty.
Tell you what, though, I was working
Fuck no, you're
security
not.
at Country USA in Oshkosh, and they had me checking the gate where all the tour buses come in, and Taylor Swift's bus comes in, and I got to get signed like a signature from the tour managers to make sure, like, hey, this is the name that's on the list. Make sure you're with them, and it's not just some fucking somebody rented a bus and getting in backstage. And I asked for the tour manager to come out here and sign a paper, and this bitch, tell me why this lanky ass fucking bitch comes walking out all like I'm demanding a fucking autograph. Like, I don't listen to your music. I was like, no, I need your tour manager's signature to make sure it was y'all, so for security purposes. But like, what's up with your lanky ass? No, I'm done.
Like when we're no line.
All right. Man,
Yeah.
I think
fuck that bitch. Sorry.
I think, man, I don't know. It's a toss up between a couple. Honestly, I think like the first show I ever did, the first time I ever touched the stage was with VAD at Main Stage Bar, and man, it was just it. I don't know, man. Like, I think that's like the performance I regret the most because it's like, man, like I was nervous as fuck, didn't know how to act. The band that played with us was called Sutter Kane, and like they were fucking awesome.
I've actually heard of them.
Which made it that much
That's
worse.
wild.
Sutter Kane, yeah. Now they're called Pale Gray Sky, man. They're dope. But yeah, man, like it was just, I don't know, man. It's the one I regret the most because it's like I had no fucking idea what I was doing, Either that or like there was when we were on tour for the SMG Spring Tour, there was a show out in I think it was called Fort Dodge, somewhere on Iowa. Come to find out, like this is like the meth capital of Iowa. But we played at the fairgrounds inside of the fucking inside of the building, and like the show was all fucked up. Like I DJ'd for the whole tour, and apparently they thought that I was bringing sound. So it's like when I showed up there with no sound, just my DJ gear, like they got kind of upset with me, and I was like, and I mean, the whole tour crew had my back. You know what I'm saying? They're like, look, this wasn't our responsibility. This was yours. So whatever. So they do what they can to scrounge up whatever sound they got. And there's like, we're practically playing through like karaoke machines. You know what I'm saying? That's like rigged up through fucking, some like house speakers and shit like that. Like it was pretty rough. And then, so they were like, okay, well, the show is going to start at this time. Hook up your DJ gear. We'll be back. This is like the promoter talking to me. You know what I'm saying? There's like, we're the only performers there at the time. So whatever. So they all leave. And then, so I got my DJ gear hooked up and shit. And like, we're waiting for a long time. Some of the other performers show up, we all introduce ourselves, whatnot. But then like when the promoters get back, like dude's fucking pissed. And like, this is like some older guy. He kind of looks like the sheriff off of, Sons of Anarchy, the fucking, the older dude. I don't know his fucking name, but I'm like, that's what this guy looks like. And, And like he got in my face. He's like, "Why the fuck isn't the show started yet? Like, why don't you have the performers going and whatnot?" And I'm like, dude, I'm a fucking DJ, bro, and I'm a performer. Like, I didn't know I was supposed to fucking get this show going. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know I was in charge of this shit. And it was like, we almost fucking boxed. Like, I almost ended up knocking this fucking dude out because he just wouldn't fucking stop. And I was like, dude, holy fuck. And I mean, like, you know, like Tigga, like, starts sneaking up on me and shit, you know, just in case fucking shit goes down and whatnot, because this dude's wife was getting all heated and whatnot. And it was just, it really set the tone for like a bad experience. And it was like the stage that they had was kind of rigged up. Like they had all these like rentable platforms that like went out in this catwalk kind of fashion and shit. They're all like janky as fuck, very wobbly and whatnot. And it was like, you know, the show went on, you know, we ended up having a great time and everything like that. But it was like, man, like that fucking guy, he just, I don't know, man, like he set a horrible fucking vibe. So I would say that was probably the worst show experience that I've ever had. And then the worst show attendance that I attended was probably it's weird because like my best show that I've ever seen was, or the best experience I've ever seen was White Zombie. And the worst show I've ever seen was probably Rob Zombie. And it's because like he put on a great show and everything, but it's like the stage setups were so fucking phenomenal where it was like every 2 songs they had to switch their stage setup. And it was like, you know, a half hour where there was like no music, you know what I'm saying? So we're too busy fucking trying to set up the stage. And then, you know, he played another 2 songs, then it was like another half hour, maybe 45 minutes. And it got to the point where like we were all, it was me, Mr. Blue, Weasel, like we were all there. And it got to the point where we were debating on leaving, like not even staying for the whole fucking show because we got bored to death, man. It was fucking ridiculous. So that was probably the most disappointing show that I've ever been to, I think. Yeah.
Did Scotty go yet?
That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Yeah.
All right, fucking Mr. Jason Roderick.
Right.
So Scotty already went?
Props. Thanks for letting me borrow your fucking lyrics. Yeah, everybody went, man.
Oh, fuck bro. Fuck bro.
Fuck bro.
Fuck no.
Well, this has been another week, another disaster piece from the Twoface Media family. Appreciate everybody who sends music in, as always. It's fucking dope. We got some fucking awesome ones this week. I got a bunch more in the hopper, but I encourage everybody to send more music of any genre to fuckbropodcast@gmail.com. And we will listen to it. And you will get honest and sometimes harsh feedback. But, you know, it's no Gluck Gluck 5000 over here. We ain't here to suck anybody off.
Fuck, bro.
Fuck, bro. We're here to tell you how it is. And that's what it is. So, this has been Fuck, Bro. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. We will be back next week with another one.
That Walter White's badass. Should start cooking.